Hi everybody, it's Ellen Canner back at beautiful Miami Beach Botanical Garden. Do you see what these are? It's cacao, it's chocolate. It's February, so we are thinking of love and we are thinking of chocolate, and I am going to get you in the mood with a little cacao backstory. Cacao is, botanically speaking, a fruit, and it grows right here in Miami Beach Botanical Garden. The cacao, in addition to being fruit, is one of the magic 8. It's from Mesoamerica, and among the magic 8 we have cacao, we have vanilla, we have beans and squash and corn and chili and potatoes and tomatoes. That's the magic 8. Every culture and cuisine uses these foods. They are so integral to what we love to do, what we love to eat. But I think cacao is maybe a little extra magic, don't you think? It's so, oh my goodness, it's got that melty, sexy mouthfeel. It's full of, I don't know that you can really call it a health food, but it is full of antioxidants, including an alkaloid called theobromine, literally the food of the gods. Now, have I got you in the mood? Have I whet your appetite? Because we're going to make Mexican chocolate love bites. These things that look like little chips of wood, they're cacao beans that have been toasted and ground. So this is real cocoa in its purest essence. So we were talking about theobromine, right? About chocolate being the food of the gods. And that's how the Mayans enjoyed it, as a sacramental drink. And the Aztec ruler, Montezuma, drank 50 shots of it a day. But it wasn't like drinking cups of cocoa. In fact, cacao comes from the term bitter water. When you add sweetness to chocolate, wow, the whole character changes. You know this. But at first, the Mesoamericans enjoyed cacao in its sort of savory, bitter form. And I'm going to show you everything that goes into making these Mexican chocolate love bites sweet and a little bit naughty. This is a raw, nutrient-dense recipe, but I don't like it when people talk about guilt-free food. This is about feeling good. And in the case of Mexican chocolate love bites, it's about feeling really good. Every ingredient in it has the power to light up your love life. We start with almonds. They are linked to fertility. And this is going to be the noisy bit. You don't need to cook, you do need a food processor. So we're going to take 1 cup of raw almonds, not toasted, not honey roasted, nothing, raw. And we're going to grind them up. This is going to be the loud part. And we do. We keep dancing. I'm going to give this one more bash. There, that wasn't so bad. It's probably a little bad, sorry. And to that, we add dates. There's no processed sugar in this recipe. There is dates. Dates are a 6,000-year-old cultivated fruit, and we're using the ooey gooeyest king of dates, medjool. They are caramelly, they are delicious, and the Sufi poet Rumi liked to present them to couples when they married, so they would begin their lives together with sweetness. So about 1 cup of dates. Here is our cacao nibs. When you grind cacao nibs, it becomes cocoa. I'm using 3 tablespoons of Dutch processed cocoa. Dutch process means, you know how cocoa comes from the term bitter water? This neutralizes it. So it's even more earthy. There's no sharpness, no bitterness. And let's see, what else goes in here? Cinnamon. Cinnamon is excellent for circulation. So nice. It regenerates right on the tree when it's properly harvested. So imagine all the goodness it can do for you. It's warming. Guys say they get turned on by the smell of pumpkin pie spice. There's no such thing. There's just the warming spices that go in it, like cinnamon. So I'm going to add just half a teaspoon. And if you remember vanilla, I got some pretty vanilla beans. They're one of the magic 8 along with cacao. And I'm going to add just half a teaspoon. If you remember, another of the magic 8 is chili. That's kind of the crazy thing about Mexican chocolate. It is chocolate, but it also draws on all these other deep, sexy flavors. I'm not adding a lot, I'm just adding a knife point for fun. You will not taste it. You'll get some good warming stuff going on. And I'm gonna grate in some orange, because it brings all the flavors together. Adds a little brightness and some good aromatherapy. And another fragrant thing. Oh, I want to drink this, but it has to go in there. Coffee. Just a couple tablespoons. Coffee triggers serotonin in the brain. That is one of the great happy-making neurotransmitters. We want you to be happy. Now, I'm just going to give everything a go together, and you will see it doesn't take long. Ready? I have had people eat this right out of the container, but what I really recommend is wrapping it up and popping it in the fridge for a couple hours. That way, when you're ready to roll your bites, it comes together super easy. Let me show you. So here we are a couple hours later, and our Mexican chocolate love bites are nice and cool. Took them out of the fridge, and here's all you have to do. Pinch off like a walnut-sized piece. Rolls into your hand super easy. And just for looksies, I like to roll it in powdered sugar and for flavor with a pinch of cinnamon in it. How easy is that? They keep in the fridge wrapped for a couple of days, but they won't last that long. They're really, really good. They're raw, if you're into that, unless you hold the brewed coffee against me. But they are nutrient dense, which we really don't care about because they are flavor first. And they will offer you tons of pleasure, you and your Valentine. Last one. So when everything is good and dusted, they look like this. So tell me, are we happy? Because I want you to be happy. And the crazy thing is, these can do that for you. You know, we think of happiness, we feel it in our hearts, but really, it starts in our bellies. We have something known as the microbiome. It's your gut. And it turns out that gut instinct is real, and it's super smart when you feed it right. So, what do microbiomes want? They want the one thing most of us don't get: fiber. Fiber happens to be in fruit and nuts and all the things that are in here. So you can feed your mindfulness, you can feed your happiness, and have some fun too, because this is about fun. We bring it back to love. We bring it back to chocolate from the source, right here where it grows. Make sure when you source chocolate, it is organic or local. We have some wonderful local producers. You're going to meet them too. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone, and lots of love, mwah, from Miami Beach Botanical Garden.